Holy fuck!
Hello everybody, this is MPack, and today I'm going to do a little reaction, review sort of video. Like, it's a little bit of both. So, anyway, kind of right to the chase. It's SpongeBob's Summer of FUN on Nickelodeon. And not only is the Nicktoons channel basically rebranding to Nick SpongeBob, much like the UK, and they're also shilling SpongeBob on Paramount Plus. They've always been doing that ever since the platform was first launched back in 2021. We're also getting another hour-long special, basically the Patrick Star Show equivalent to Creepaway Camp, if you know what I mean. As Creepaway Camp was basically a SpongeBob Camp Coral crossover, dedicating an entire hour-long special, Camp Coral. Here instead of Camp Coral, it's the Patrick Star Show, and this special is called SpongeBob and Patrick's Timeline Twist Up. And unlike what I thought about Creepaway Camp, if you want to check out my Creepaway Camp review, I'll leave a link to it in the description box below. I actually have high hopes for this special. Like, I actually really like the concept of this special. The plot about SpongeBob and Patrick coming across time-traveling interlopers trying to rewrite the SpongeBob SquarePants history has quite the potential. Unlike, say, a Camp Coral reunion, which, I mean, that itself is an interesting concept. And I respect Camp Coral more, I still don't think a prequel to SpongeBob was very necessary. It still was alright on its own terms. Like, I still think the Patrick Show is better. Say what you will, it's just my opinion. Again, a lot of these videos are just opinion based. If you disagree with it, that's completely fine. I'm always welcome to hear what you have to say in the comments. But before we can go further into this opinion of mine, based upon these first impression promos, I'm gonna play the promo right now.
In a brand new special,
Memory lane.
SpongeBob and Patrick time travel to the past.
I guess I ripped my pants
They're using-
again.
They'll see their favorite memories have been taken over by the stars.
Patrick, your family took my place in the past.
Your math checks out, partner.
Don't miss SpongeBob and Patrick's Timeline Twist Up, Friday, June 27th, part of SpongeBob's Summer of Fun on Nickelodeon.
Let 'em rip!
There's so much SpongeBob on Nickelodeon and Paramount Plus.
I mean, this is not the only promo this special has thus far, and we don't have a trailer for it quite yet. I'm just gonna play this one promo for now, since we have more footage of the special. Also, this video counts as a little analysis of the footage from the special we have thus far. The first thing you'll notice, yes, they really are hammering the point that this is a Patrick Star Show crossover special with the main SpongeBob series, because we get to see Patrick's bedroom. Oh, fucked up. It's all slightly damaged. Like, you can see some damage done to Patrick's old bedroom here. Like, as you can see with this little door hole here, like, this is where the time closet used to be, if I remember correctly, and there's like one of the test tubes that operates the closet. And complete with the bedroom being shoelaced and TP'd and fucked around with. This, according to the special, it is later confirmed that Patrick's parents and grandfather, and I guess Squidina as well, were responsible for the interloping. Although, my theory is that Squidina had less to do with it. Considering how faithful she is to her older brother Patrick, it's more so on Patrick's parents, including Grandpat. There is also some promo art that shows Squidina on SpongeBob and Patrick's side, or at least this clip where she travels back to the episode Rock Bottom. I'm guessing Squidina would be on SpongeBob and Patrick's side, basically trying to put it end to the parents' constant interloping of the SpongeBob SquarePants timeline. Another thing I want to point out in this very video is that when it comes to reanimating the season 1 episodes, like with Rip Pants here, and as you can see with this clip here with Squidina ended up in the Rock Bottom episode, you can tell like the way they emulated the season 1 art style. You can see they basically like trace specific drawings from Rock Bottom and select better season 1 episodes, like with this shot and this shot over here with SpongeBob and Patrick. I think here they did a pretty decent job on trying to emulate the season 1 style. The only thing that holds it back a bit is when you compare it to modern Simpsons, when they attempt to emulate the old style animated style from seasons 1 through 14. Also, another example of perfectly emulating an old style of a long-running cartoon would be Family Guy's Back to the Pilot episode, where they really captured the odd-looking season 1 animation style. Like, while Family Guy season 1's animation was fluid, it still looked a bit rough. It was digitally inked and painted. The first few episodes of the series were animated by Film Roman, but season 2 to 3, Rough Draft Korea took over. You get where I'm know this right. Throughout the series' long-running production time, the series has always been animated by Rough Draft Korea. Same thing with the spin-offs, with the exception of Camp Coral, which was animated in CG, with the 2D elements in certain episodes being animated by Rough Draft Korea. They even did the cell animated episodes of SpongeBob back in season 1. When you take account of those examples, especially with The Simpsons, one I mentioned earlier, but I think they could do better when it comes to emulating the old cell animated season 1 style is by giving the atmosphere, including the characters, a more grainier look, like a film grain effect, while also adding like a cell shade effect to both of the characters. Considering that Rock Bottom was a season 1 episode and was animated by using cell animation, if they actually did apply those effects like I mentioned earlier, I would really appreciate the amount of effort that went into emulating the style, especially when it comes to like this screenshot right here, where present day SpongeBob meets past SpongeBob. It's basically the pilot design. We see he's got the square pants with the belt buckles on each end of the tie separated instead of joined together like present day SpongeBob here. He's got the more curved looking rubber shoes on. He's also got the hydrodynamic spatula with port and starboard attachments and turbo drive in his hands, although he's missing the Krusty Krab hat and name tag from the episode. I'm guessing, judging by this screenshot here, present day SpongeBob is going to help past SpongeBob get the job at the Krusty Krab, or else he would cease to exist, or he would have a pretty crappy future. Whatever, like, I'm just really interested to see where this goes. Also, I'm really not a fan of the color scheme for daytime classic SpongeBob. I'm not sure why they chose this shade of yellow. Also, I think his face could be a little smaller. If you take account of his actual design from the pilot, as you can see, his face is slightly smaller, and his buck teeth are widen out a bit more. His mouth is less wider, like here. And also the freckles on his cheeks are upside down here. I'm just saying there's a huge difference between the actual pilot design for SpongeBob and the one that's presented here and the timeline twist-up special. Like, I'm just saying they could do a little bit more research on looking much like the source material. Like, I'm not saying they should trace over the original drawings or anything. I'm just saying the design for pilot SpongeBob depicted in this special could use some tweaking a bit to match this SpongeBob right here. Also, the creators look a little off-center, apart from where they usually are in the present day episodes. In other words, he almost looks a lot like Season 2, Season 3 SpongeBob mashed together with his pilot design, basically copying the square pants from the pilot and basically mashing up with the Season 2, Season 3 look for SpongeBob. If they were trying to depict the Help Wanted episode, I think they could do a little better with the color scheme and by tweaking the design of past SpongeBob a little bit to really match. But other than that, besides those little flaws that I just mentioned, I'm really looking forward to this special. And I hope it isn't as bad as Creepway Camp. I hope it can at least be better. I have a lot of high hopes for this special. I just hope it could at least fix the flaws Creepway Camp had if you've seen my review for that special. Again, I'll leave a link to that in the description below. For all I know, this could be the best hour-long special they've had, but again, that might be a stretch. Now, I might do a review of the special itself after it premieres, at least after I've seen it. I can give you my final thoughts on it, but for now, these are just the first impressions. Anyway, that's all for this little analysis video. If you have a different opinion, that is completely fine. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll definitely respect them. And tune in to SpongeBob and Patrick's Timeline Twist-Up premiering June 27th on Nickelodeon. I don't know if it'll premiere on the exact same day on Paramount Plus, much like with Creepway Camp and Sandy's Country Christmas, but who knows? I mean, also, I'm not sure why we didn't get a trailer to this. Like, we already had like a shit ton of promos for this, but no trailer. Unlike what they did with Creepway Camp, but who cares? Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Impact signing you off. Peace.